Hi, it's nightemi again. Hi. Actually, my food is on the way right now. Today I wanted to talk to you about some tips on falling asleep quickly. I know that for me, it has been a problem since I was a child, honestly. I don't remember a time when it wouldn't have been that way. It always took me half an hour, sometimes more, to fall asleep, so you can imagine. One starts looking for ideas and techniques, and maybe you're on such a quest right now watching this video. So I hope to be a little more helpful than, number one, the tips everybody that everybody knows already. For example, having a generally healthy diet, having some movement, physical activity during the day, and not right before sleep, so that your body is also physically tired a bit. Sleeping in a dark room, not drinking alcohol. Honestly, for some, alcohol may help fall asleep faster, but please don't, because it really takes away from the quality of your sleep. Even if your quality of sleep isn't the best already, believe me, it will be worse if you fall asleep using alcohol. Not smoking, not drinking, not using anything such as that many hours before bed, honestly. For coffee, I've noticed that if I drink it in the morning, it's fine. I don't actually get effects from caffeine, like the big energy boost or so. I just get, if I drink too much, I just get like the heart pounding thing that happens with caffeine, overdosing caffeine. I don't get the good effects. I just drink it because I love it, because the taste is nice, it makes me happier because of the smell of it. However, I have noticed that even though I don't get the positive effects, I do get the negative effects if I drink it too close to bedtime. And I typically just can't fall asleep physically, because my body doesn't help me fall asleep. So this is another no-no. Don't drink coffee before bed. If you can completely avoid caffeine, it's amazing. I can't, because I just love coffee. But caffeine is also found in green tea, white and black tea, especially black tea. So if you can avoid the tea plant and use maybe some herbal teas, if you want to drink a tea before bed, that will be great for your sleep. Of course, some other things you might consider that are kind of like what everybody knows before we get into my tips is what's your room temperature? Because the body prefers something that is slightly cool. So not very cold room, it will be hard to fall asleep if you're cold. If the room is too warm, it doesn't help you, because what happens, what I've read somewhere, sometime, at some point in my internet life, is that if your room temperature is lower, your body is tricked into feeling like it's already fallen asleep a little bit, because when you fall asleep, your body temperature lowers a little bit. And so you can physically lower your body temperature by sleeping in a cooler room. Not cold, but cool. No screens before, like 1 hour before bed or 2 hours. Honestly, to me, there's no difference. There's a slight difference when I use a filter. So for me, using the blue light filter helps a lot. But that's about it. I can use screens, I cannot use screens. And for some of us, it's just not an option either, right? And lastly, clean sheets and clean pajamas or whatever you sleep in. That's also helpful. That's also a great thing to have, just to feel nice in your bed, right? Like you want to be there. Now let's get into my tips, things that I've used over time to help me fall asleep faster than those 30 minutes. So, most effective one, and for those of you who are completely desperate. So what you have to do is sleep and think of nothing but 1, 2, 1, 2. So when you breathe in, you count 1. When you breathe out, you count 2. Nothing else. You can't think of anything else in the world. Just that. And what's that going to do? It's going to bore you, but also help you focus on your breath. So if you want, you can also think somehow like breathe in, breathe out. For me, it's too long. So I think 1, 2. And I visualize literal numbers in front of my face on my mental screen, and it gets me asleep in desperate situations in 5, maximum 10 minutes, typically in 5 minutes. But the problem with this one is it takes discipline. And not every day can I summon that amount of discipline to just not think of anything else. Next tip is to physically stop moving. So take a position. I don't care if it's comfortable, uncomfortable. If you kind of want to scratch something, don't move a muscle and you'll fall asleep. Why? Because when you start sleeping, you don't move. And if your body doesn't move, even if the brain is like, hey, scratch your butt cheek, your brain is going to just have to accept that, hey, I guess this guy or girl is falling asleep, or whatever gender you are. And then number 3, my relaxation method, which is kind of like relaxation meditation, where you go from either the top of your head or from your toes, and you name every body part really slowly, feel it and tell it to relax, like 2-3 times, slowly, just like, now my feet relax, yeah, feet relax. Notice that you breathe slowly. And as you go and scan your body, at one point in the morning you will maybe realize that I remember I relaxed my arms, and then I guess I fell asleep. And this is the idea as well. So physically relaxing your body, if you're tired enough, you will fall asleep. And if you do it like really slowly. Again, it's focusing on one thing. And also, if you combine these, so you breathe slowly, you don't move any muscles, and you try and do this relaxation, should get you asleep in 5 minutes. Then, of course, it's something that's more time consuming, and this would be self-hypnosis. So you can learn self-hypnosis. I did, and I used it for half a year. I started using it less, so it wasn't working as well. But yeah, that's also an option. I can't really point you to any wonderful courses here. I don't know, I just looked things up on internet, trial and error with myself, and at one point it worked fantastically. Lastly, number 5, using all kinds of ASMR videos or white noise. That can also help you, but that takes a screen typically. When I've had the most stressful periods of time, when I just needed to jump into another universe, kind of like start thinking of something else, that's one thing that really did help. Either a role play where I start and then it's quiet and so on, so I kind of drift to sleep. White noise also helped me. These are my 5 tips for falling asleep fast. Good luck to you. I hope you gained something useful today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!